others, that makes a difference.
Generations for Peace is a global non-profit organization advocating sustainable peace and active tolerance through supporting volunteer leaders of youth to create a positive future for their communities.
It's a peace that starts for the children, at the communities, at the neighbors, their family.
Building peace is about changing attitudes and behaviors. And this is where we really believe that values have a very fundamental and important role to play. Since 2007, our original focus was on using the power of sports to effect change. Since then, we've grown and expanded to include the use of art, advocacy, and empowerment as part of those tools of change.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite His Royal Highness Prince Faisal Al Hussein to the lectern to make his address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mr. Eagle, Authoritas, Charge d'Affaires of the Royal Norwegian Embassy, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends from the media. 10 days ago, 70 careful selected volunteer youth leaders arrived to participate in this Generations for Peace Amman Camp 2013. This camp is a big investment by us and our partners in each of them. But each was selected because it had shown real potential and that burning passion to make a real difference. Tomorrow, they return home, armed and ready for peace building. They are equipped to begin to implement their own programs in their own communities, to address local issues of conflict and violence that they are determined to change. They have joined the growing ranks of more than 8,300 Generations for Peace volunteers and are now part of the Generation for Peace family. This has been a very special camp for us. It is our 9th camp, but after 2 camps in Sochi, it's our first in Amman since 2010, and is our first ever camp to be hosted in our very own conference center facilities. We've come home. It has also been a very important camp with a focus on the MENA region. This camp extends our reach to 50 countries with delegates from 4 important additional countries: Algeria, Egypt, Libya, and Tunis, alongside delegates from Jordan, Lebanon, Palestine, and Yemen, to strengthen and expand our existing programs there. This camp has brought us back to where it all began, where the seeds of an idea became Generations for Peace. When Sarah and I founded Generations for Peace in 2007, our vision was to continue the peace-building legacy of my late father, His Majesty King Hussein, to support a global grassroots effort to promote values of tolerance and respect, to reduce conflicts, and to secure peace for future generations. Amidst the ongoing violence and suffering in our region, we all share a deep concern when we see the menace of conflict and violence affecting people each day in their communities. And we believe in the enormous potential of young people to lead change and play their part in creating a brighter future. To realize that potential, we work to empower these leaders of youth as a growing volunteer movement to become change agents, to take on leadership roles, and to cascade new skills, attitudes, and values in their communities. Over the last 10 days, our delegates have worked hard. They have been learning and practicing new skills in conflict analysis and program design, the use of sports, arts, advocacy, and dialogue for conflict transformation. They've been introduced to practical tools for monitoring and participatory evaluation to measure their impact and to learn with their community how to achieve even more. During the camp, our delegates have also established the vital mentoring relationship with our program team staff, who will now continue to support them in the challenging months ahead as they implement their own programs at home to become certified as Generation for Peace pioneers. That journey towards certification as a pioneer is a tough one, but our delegates are never alone, and others have led the way and shown the path. This is the first camp at which the sessions have been facilitated by our very own homegrown pioneers rather than external experts. They were delegates once and have walked in the shoes of our delegates here today, facing the same challenges that they will face and overcoming them. I must say, they inspire us all. I think their role here has been one of the most significant aspects of this camp and a real milestone for us to celebrate. Ladies and gentlemen, just 6 years ago, after our humble beginnings, Generations for Peace is ranked in the top 100 NGOs in the world by the Global Journal, based on an assessment of innovation, impact, and sustainability. This hard-earned recognition is proof of concept and a tribute to all our delegates and pioneers leading and cascading change throughout the world. Every step along our path is lit by the fires of their passion to transform their communities. Every step is directed by their needs and informed by their feedback. Every step is guided by our shared learning and the research and innovation of our Generations for Peace Institute and its partnership with Georgetown University and the University of Oxford. And our every effort and every hard-earned achievement is inspired by our shared vision. We cannot achieve anything alone, and I want to recognize and pay tribute to our partners who share our vision and share our every success. As one of the only 2 Peace Through Sports organizations officially recognized by the International Olympic Committee, the Olympic movement's support to us has been fundamental to our success. Indeed, the Jordan Olympic Committee and the High Council for Youth here in Jordan are part of our DNA and support our headquarters and our programs in this country. Our commercial partners, sharing our passion for innovation, quality, impact, and sustainability, include our logistics partners DHL Express, our telecom partners Orange, and of course Samsung Electronics Levant, our regional partners since 2008. For this year's camp, we're also very proud to have partnered with the Regency Palace Hotel, Al Ghad Events Company, and our national airlines, Royal Jordanian, the fellow ambassadors of Jordanian goodwill and friendship to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, a year ago we began discussions with the former ambassador, Petter Olberg, and our friends at the Royal Norwegian Embassy to partner together for our Amman Camp 2013. A lot of hard work together has led to a successful realization of their shared vision today. The Embassy's support reflects Norway's unique reputation for peace building and conflict transformation in this region and around the world. On behalf of all our delegates here today, please join me in showing our gratitude for the Embassy's support. To our friends in the media who join us online and in this room today, you play a pivotal role in helping us spread our message and vision. You are the lens through which the world can see the impact we achieve, and you magnify our advocacy efforts so we can reach more communities and partners. Thank you for your support. Finally, to our 17 new delegates with us today. Each one of you fills me with immense pride. May this camp be the beginning of your own journey to become the change you want to see in the world. May you remember that you are never alone. May you always strive to pass it on. Thank you very much. Thank you for the question. In answering the first part, we have had great support from the International Olympic Committee since the very beginning of Generations for Peace. And we've also worked very, very closely with the United Nations in various different groups. We've had delegates that have come here from UNICEF and UNDP in the past. And we'll continue to work closely with international organizations and groups. I think we've had and enjoyed great support, and we've enjoyed some great success stories with working with such international partners. I think it's their commitment and in recognition of the hard work that actually the delegates and the volunteers that are sitting behind you that do is demonstration of what they can do to change the world, to change their part of the world, to make it a better place. We hope we will continue to have the support of not just those organizations, but other organizations internationally, and more importantly also at the local level that would support the local initiatives that our delegates will try and implement in the future. With respect to future camps, we've had delegates in the past from now 50 countries and territories in all Asia, Africa, and Europe. There is not just a demand in the Arab world for these type of programs, but there are also demands from other parts of the world. And we will always try and balance where the need is to the areas that we can provide support. And in the future, we have not looked beyond the Sochi camp. If we have support to conduct a second camp later on in 2014 here, we will look at it, and we will look at what the makeup of that camp will be. It was with the support of the Royal Norwegian Embassy that we focused on MENA in this particular camp, but really, irrespective of the difficult times that the Arab world is facing, we're not exclusive in dealing with conflicts and violence. And we need to go and support all of the countries that are experiencing that. I look forward, now we've had our first delegates from Algeria and from Egypt, from Tunisia and from Libya, that they won't be our last. We look forward to seeing more delegates come through. We look forward to seeing in advanced camps, seeing second, third generation delegates, and we will support them to be able to achieve that objective. They're part of our family now, and we welcome them into our family, and we hope that we will see a lot more of them here at camps in the future, whether it's in Jordan or wherever. We have always made the point that although this is initially a Jordanian initiative, it is actually a global initiative. It's just located in Jordan. And as a global initiative, we will go to where the demand is. And so, who knows? We're going back to Sochi. We might find ourselves in the future in other parts of the world that want to host these type of camps.